Hey guys, it is Tuesday here in West Virginia, and we are unboxing the latest two Mijo exclusive M2 machines Super 30s. One is a single cab and one is a crew cab. Both are slammed on the ground with the large diameter semi-style wheels. Um, I snagged them up as soon as they were released. They were dragging their feet on releasing them. Obviously, it took a lot longer than they had uh, forecasted, but at least they released them, and they're both great looking. There should be more to come. I hope so soon. The only ones that I probably won't get are the golf ones that are coming up. I thought about it, but I don't know. As you can see, the trucks back there, most of mine have stock livery or not stock livery, but they have no livery and stock paint. And if they do have any kind of like graphics, it's that type of thing, like flames, the U.S. flag, and the Day of the Dead. I know they're doing a Super 30 single cab for the Day of the Dead, and they're also doing a crew cab American flag, but I think it's a black style flag, how they did on the 1500s. But anyways, those I will grab. The golf ones I'm still on the fence on. But there are a couple more stock paint jobs coming up too. There's a white and blue crew cab. And I'm not sure on the single cab. I know there's the Day of the Dead one, the golf one, and I thought there was another stock paint one. I may be wrong. But anyways, we're going to start with the single cab. It's this guy right here. My tonneau cover flipped off because I've already opened these, obviously. I've had this guy for about a week. I just got the crew cab in today. That's why I was hesitating on making the video ahead of time like I usually do. So this one's going to get uploaded a little late in the day. But it's good that we got to do both of them together. So as you can see, this is the Cheyenne Super 30. It is a 1977 model. And they were limited to 8,800 pieces with 800 chase pieces. That's quite a lot for chase pieces because even the like global releases of like Detroit Muscle and Autothenics are only 750. So 800 is quite a bit, especially for the 8,800. So probably 8,000 is regular and 800 is chase. Because usually the mass-produced ones for like global distribution at stores like retailers such as Walmart and other hobby shops and stuff, usually it's like 9,200, less than 10,000, but I think above 9,000. So anyways, the truck is awesome though. It looks great. The chase variant looks pretty cool too. It's just your typical chase, gold trim, gold wheels. Probably has a gold interior and base too, but I'm not sure on that. I just remember seeing the wheels and trim in gold. But this is a fantastic looking truck. The box displays nice with it. The package, if you wanted to leave yours in there, I wouldn't see why not, except for these stupid rubber bands that they put on these things to hold down the tonneau cover, and on the other one, the cap. I would definitely open it to get the rubber bands off, or buy two. That way you can open one and play with it and keep one in the package, but I still would be concerned about the stupid rubber bands. Just because of like what we've seen happen with Hot Wheels 100% stuff. I'm very leery of the rubber bands. Even like some of the green light stuff from a few years back, I've even seen the rubber bands eat into their paint. Same thing with Johnny Lightning. So it wasn't just a Hot Wheel thing, it was an everybody thing. So I don't think those rubber bands are safe at all. I wish the retailers would start using something different, like M2 when they have the trailer spoilers, the wings with the little extended piece of cab, I guess I would call it. They tape them on. There's a little piece of Scotch tape on each side. I'm not sure. That probably will end up affecting the paint after a while too. I would say that that adhesive would start deteriorating the paint too, but I'm not sure on that. I've never had any experience that stuff before, but the rubber bands every time has been bad after a few years of storage. So yeah, truck looks really good with the black. The black is a heavy metal flake, as you can see. It's heavy. Same thing with the other one we'll see. Yeah, they did a great job with the paint on these trucks, the way it laid down. Beautiful. And the white is trimmed with gold, like the side moldings, pinstripings, whatever they were, is gold. And it looks really good. And your silver panel on the tailgate with the Chevrolet acrylic red taillight lenses, and the big diameter wheels on the slam bases just look great. I don't like when they use the stock rims on them and then slam them. Every one that I've bought like that, I've changed. Actually, there's a one that I just did. I haven't had an opportunity to show you guys, but here it is over here. The turquoise one that came with the orange utility 1500. This one had slam base, but it had white wheels on it. Also had white bumpers and a white ladder rack. I removed the ladder rack and swapped the bumpers for chrome bumpers and swapped the wheels for the large diameter chrome wheels. So it fits in better with my stuff. I got pretty much all of my trucks are slammed with big diameter rims, and the others are lifted. I think I have one two-wheel drive over here. That is the one that came from the hobby exclusive 2-pack that included that guy there. But he's been on a drop base before. Just sometimes I run out of donors, so he'll go back to a 2-wheel drive every now and then until I can get another donor base. So anyways, let's move to the next one. This is the crew cab. And I honestly thought that they were going to put these in a display case, but we got cheated out of another display case like they did with the Moon Eyes truck. But these are probably going to be a huge sellout. Like, I don't look for these to be available more than a couple of months because of the way I've seen things happen with the orange and charcoal gray two-tone one. I ended up buying mine late, and I paid, I think it was like 35, 40 bucks for it or something. But yeah, these are probably going to be the same situation. They're just so popular, and this paint job is beautiful on this truck, and the cap is really cool. That's the first time I've seen a cap on one since the Las Vegas convention on the purple GMC, so that looks really cool. So yeah, anyways, this one is a 1973 Chevrolet Cheyenne Super 30. They do a lot of 73s in the dualies. Most of them are 73s. This one's a little less production than the other one. This is only 8,580, so a couple hundred less. The Chase is 20 less pieces also. It's 780 pieces. And once again, if you're going to leave it in the package, it displays beautifully because the way that the box or the blister pack is made, it has the striping the same as the truck. And this is the first time the Chevy truck has had these stripes for the 3500 or Super 30 anyways. The other ones are GMCs, the dualies, but the 1500s, they've done this paint job on a lot of them, the Chevys and GMCs, I think. But for the dually, this is the first Chevy with a stripe job. And anyways, let's get him out and take a look at him. And once again, on the back side, there really isn't much there, just to find where to find M&J Mijo online. And same thing with Castline, M2, where to find them, and your warnings and all of that stuff. And licensing for Chevrolet and Mijo and M2. So, once again, the bad thing about leaving these in the package, this one does come with rubber bands holding down the cap. Now, since these are caps and tonneau covers made of plastic, I don't know what the like what's going to happen to the plastic. Now the paint, I can say, will eventually start getting eaten through after several years and such, and it will take it right down to the metal. The plastic, I would say that it's probably going to make the plastic melt. I'm not sure, but if it does that to the paint, I would say it's going to do a number on the plastic too. Most of their plastic accessories, as you can see, are not that well done. It looks cool, don't get me wrong, but they don't have the brilliant finish like the bodies do, the metal parts. I think what they do, that these are molded in that color, like a dark blue. Same thing with the tonneau cover on the other one. It's just molded in a black and such. That looks pretty cool. And excuse me, I always get choked up on these videos now. I have COPD and it chokes me up quite a bit all the time nowadays. But anyways, back to the truck. And this one does not want to roll it all in the back. I'm going to have to take it apart and see what they've done wrong. If it's the axle is just not right, if maybe it needs shortened just a tad bit. But yeah, I've run into that a lot with the M2 dualies where I have to modify the axles or something to get them to be able to roll well. But as I mentioned before, these paint jobs are awesome. Look at all that metal flake in this dark blue. It's beautiful. And then the multi-colored stripes, but it's all different shades of blue like they've done on the other two dualies up there. The SEMA one that has the pink. And I guess it would be kind of like maybe a lavender or magenta type of striping on it. It all boils down to like a pink, different shades of pink, and this one is different shades of gray, which is pretty cool. And this one would be right behind them in the case is many shades of blue, so that is kind of cool. So I did order a second one of these while I still can get them for around 17 or 18 bucks plus shipping, and I'm going to do a 4x4 swap on it and see how it looks as a four-wheel drive. But there you go, guys. Those are your two new M2 Mijo. Can't even get that back on there. There we go. The two M2 Mijo Super 30s available now on eBay and at select hobby shops. So get them while you can, because I look for the prices on these things to go up a lot in the future, especially the crew cab. Not so sure about the single cab, because the hobby exclusive and Mijo exclusive single cabs are still relatively available at a decent price. The black one and the green and black two-tone, but the crew cabs always seem to be a sellout. So I look for the crew cab to be a sellout on this too. But thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again on Friday for our Free It Friday. If something else pops up between now and then, I'll be sure to do an unboxing. So turn on your notification bell so you know when I launch a new video. And we'll see you again on Friday.